Hey everyone, in this video, I'm going to show you how to draw a figure drawing in a yes pose. So grab your pencils and let's get drawing. So we first want to just start off with the head, and in this case, the head will be in this position over here, and kind of the chin in this position over here. So kind of something like that, where you have the chin over here, and if you want to see the perspective, it's kind of like that. So the head is there. It's also somewhat to the side, so that's kind of where the head would be. From there, we'll basically draw a line and draw the neck over here. We could always adjust if we need to, so keep that in mind. So we'll start with the linear format of this drawing, so we'll kind of go down like this. So kind of have the torso over here, you have the hips over here, and you'll have like a leg and then down, and then you'll have a leg and then back. That's the legs. And then from here, you're basically going to have an arm. So arm to elbow, elbow to wrist, wrist to hand, okay? And then on the other side, well, of course, we have the torso here as well. And then on the other side, the arm from the shoulder is going to go down. And then from the elbow, forward, okay? So forward, and then, of course, hand over here, kind of in this position. So with the arm, you're basically going to go somewhat like this. And on this side, you're basically going to go back to the hand. And of course, I'm just doing it rough because then what we do is we start cleaning it up, once we're happy with how things are coming together. So when you have the leg over here, you'll have one leg like that. You'll have the leg, the calf muscle down below, and you'll have the foot over here. So the foot kind of looks like this kind of perspective. It's nice to draw the foot sometimes with perspective like that. Let's just clean that up so it looks a little more realistic as well. I think I went a little too far on that. So yeah, foot kind of comes down over here, kind of go across like this, and that's kind of like what the foot should look like, right? Calf muscle, leg, and then the other leg is tucked behind, so the other leg will be over here, and you'll kind of go from here, you kind of go back, right? So again, the calf muscle's behind, so it's hidden, and the other leg just tucks out just ever so slightly, just like that, and then the other foot kind of is just slightly, ever so slightly just behind, kind of maybe like that, right? So that's kind of a nice way to do the feet. I think even this foot is just a little off, so it's bothering me. I just want to fix it. So yeah, just fixing it up. So basically those are the legs, and I think this could be a little thicker on the thighs, okay? When we look at the torso over here, you basically have this kind of shape on the body. So kind of the hips over here. From here, you might want to go just a little bit kind of, the person is slightly leaning forward, so we might want to extend, a bit of the chest out just a little bit. They're twisted, right? So you kind of have this like twisted like pose over here. From the shoulders, we can clean up the arms just a little bit. And then over here, you have the other shoulder as well. So kind of like, like I said, leaning a bit. And, the shoulder's there and the arm's kind of going back, right? Not back, sorry, down. So kind of down. So there's a bit of foreshortening there. So you might, from there, you might want to get that forearm just over here. And the hand might look something like, we'll just draw like a figure hand, right? If you're wondering what the figure hand is, it's kind of something, the figure hand is, it's kind of something like this, curved at the sides, at the points, but somewhat of a, generic kind of hand position that just shows that there's a hand here. So that's basically what a figure hand is. And of course the arm would go from there, okay? Yeah, just make sure you accent some of your forearm pieces, your elbows, your shoulders as well. You might want to change the head just slightly if you did it like this. The head might not need to tilt so much. So you can of course change that as well. And I think that because the head should maybe be looking more this way, you might want to even get that line closer to the outer part of the head. It shows that the head is more in this line, right? Not looking towards us. So looking at the drawing now, you might say, well, am I happy with this? Is there anything I need to fix up or change? So that's what I basically do at this point, is look at this and say, what am I happy with? What do I want to change? What could be better? What could be improved upon? And I do that, right? So I look at the foot that's been driving me crazy, and I kind of say, well, let's see if we can just maybe clean this up just ever so slightly, and we try to do that. We look at the hand placement, we look at that. I think this arm could maybe come down more, so the arm should really be coming in a downward position and then out. So if that's the case, we could do that. So, looking at that, we might say, yeah, this is pretty cool. We call this a yes position because the person's kind of like, they're going to tuck the hand back, and that's basically how the yes position is. I want to clean this up. This is something I want to clean up. So I'll be right back. Let me do some cleanups and I'll meet you back on the other side. So I'm back. You can see we basically just started putting some darker lines on. I just used a fine point marker just to kind of create some of the lines just as a better visual. And sometimes in figure drawings, we do put the lines around just to show the connection from, for example, shoulder to elbow, elbow to wrist. Even on the thighs, we might just do this really quick. It's just a nice way to classify this as a figure drawing, right? So nice way to do that. And again, this is how you do the what we call the figure hand, right? So anyway, I hope you enjoyed that figure drawing of a person in a yes position. Thank you so much for watching and have a great day.